Yeah, happy Thursday, everybody. Happy Thursday. Welcome to Change Your Lives, hosted by yours truly, Deonte Burden. We got an awesome show planned tonight. Tonight, I want to cover a subject that I've been looking at a lot of videos. Unless if you're on social media or you've been living under a rock, I know you've seen tons of videos regarding paternity testing, where you hear Mr. Johnson, in the case of 4-month-old Joe, you are, and they pause by 10 seconds.
It goes commercial.
Yeah, it goes commercial. Hey, the mom and the daddy just shaking in their boots. They shaking in their boots.
Right.
Trying to figure, or not. And the joke of them, the woman, for real? The dude dancing? And all kind of chaos.
Right.
And then, just, but and with that said, of course, there's a lot, with that from the comical side, but from a serious side, I want to have a discussion because far too often that happens, and also, it doesn't even go that far, even having any kind of testing. So tonight's show, we're talking about, should there be mandatory paternity testing at birth? This is a subject that has got a lot of nationwide momentum over the past year, and a lot of people have been pushing for it, and there's been some blowback, especially from a lot of females, a lot of female organizations. Why, I don't know, but that's why we want to have the discussion today. Again, we're discussing, should there be mandatory paternity testing at birth? Right now, we're streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, and Twitter. The call-in, guys, feel free to call in. The call-in number is 678-740-9894. Again, 678-740-9894. Let me put that on the thing. I knew it was something I was forgetting loud.
That's okay.
Before I get started, I want to say what's up to my awesome producer, DJ Lab.
What's going on, brother? It's Thursday.
Yes, sir.
Best day of the week is rainy,
though.
though.
Absolutely.
Rainy. It was one of them. It was a rough day for me today. And Slick be saying, it's going to rain. She always says, it's going to rain. When you be hurting and stuff, she's like, it's going to rain. I was like, I don't know. But she got me this time because it dang sure rained today, and I was dang sure hurt.
Happy to the best of us.
Right.
Happy to the best of us and everything. So, I got these damn sinuses, bro, so trust me, I also got my cigar and I got my Glenlivet. Can't go wrong.
Slick got you some artisan ice for you.
Appreciate it, Rick. I would say what's up to my producer, Slick316. What's up, Rico? I definitely appreciate the ice.
That's right. We want you to look fancy.
Hey, man, being associated with y'all do wonders for me. Bro.
Right.
I'm just saying I'm affiliated.
That's right.
That's all I go to the bar.
What they say? He's a friend of ours.
Yeah, there you go. Works wonders for me at the bar. But yeah, man, again, we're discussing, should there be mandatory paternity testing? Again, guys, I have a conversation with people all the time in regards to this subject because I never had to go through it, but I've had conversations in regards to guys that have had situations where they want it. You knee deep in and this, that, and that. Especially those fellowship spots,
right?
Shops, cigar spots, guys kind of talking open up and everything like that. And because not our age, we say our grandparents' age. Them old school people.
Right.
They were brutal, honestly.
Right.
Like, I don't know who the hell he looked like.
He don't look nothing like
you be trying to you ever see cats be trying to just figure shit out like, yeah, he got ears like you.
Right.
Ears like me, He
Right,
got ears
right.
like me.
Right.
And, picture it out, you can't, and you looking, and they looking, and they can't see a damn thing that your child got associated with you.
Then your grandma come in and say, that baby don't look nothing like none of us.
Yeah,
none of us. She thought none of us.
They
in there.
holding them up like it's a damn cabbage or something. You know what I'm saying? Pull some shit like that. Damn, y'all got matching ears. You in the bed, you got ears like you.
Right.
Ears.
That's how you come up with.
What the hell? But in regard to that, man, that's why I want to have this conversation because I know when you go to a position where you have to actually go to court and prove paternity and things like that, we were just talking about it. You can have a lot of long-term effects. But the thing of it is, I'm sitting there looking like, why actually do we even want to go there? And we can just make it part of the initial process,
right?
Like circumcision,
yeah,
and all this other kind of stuff. Hey, just do it and stuff. Yeah, let's do it.
Well, who you get the who? Since you put the question up, where you put it up on Facebook?
I put the question up on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Got most of the responses on TikTok.
So what was who gave you the most negative blowback on? Who said nah the most?
I didn't get him a one. Probably I would say probably out of, I think that TikTok probably had about 50 comments. I only see one female. One female. Everybody else it was male and female. I got some yes, hell yes, some F yes, and everything. So now people were saying it.
So it wasn't really that much blowback.
No, it wasn't that much blowback. Blowback usually come in private. You know what I'm saying? Like typically people in public and when pressure ain't on you, people have one instance. You know what I'm saying? But in private, that's when you kind of gonna have like blowback and stuff like that. You know with that because you know she made me thinking. Me and Earl did have a drink or so about a month. You know,
right.
They trying to count their little calendar and all that kind of stuff and everything.
Hey, not to get off subject, but me and Sick, when we go to the hospital to see our dad, we be watching the fraternity court.
Yeah.
And the best part of the show is when they pull out the calendar and the girl go up to the counter and say, "See, I was having sex with him right here on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday, and then I didn't have no more sex until Monday the next week, and that's when I had sex with him and him and him. And you know, right here is when I got pregnant." I be sitting in the chair, be like, "Please pull out the calendar. Please pull out the calendar."
And then show the little baby just over there playing and stuff like
right.
that.
They little cute baby.
Yeah, little cute baby.
Right. Red hair, blue eyes.
You know, one guy put on the TikTok comments. He said that 3 women said that he got her pregnant. He said he had a vasectomy. And he said also that it's amazing somehow women still can get pregnant or have a baby by different races. It's on the damn comment. So he had woman said that and had a biracial baby.
Right.
And he can't even do nothing. But in all seriousness, because of the ramifications of we talk about child support, not even child, just having those kind of relationships with children and stuff like that. That's what we probably, again, we start looking at, those type of things probably need in place. So we start talking about just even with, again, tonight's show we're talking about should there be mandatory paternity testing at birth. If you guys got any opinions on it, feel free to call in at 678-740-9894. Again, 678-740-9894. Listen, have your code name.
Yeah, I was going to say, don't be scared of the phone.
We're not going to recognize your voices.
Right. Don't be scared of the phone. You can say, "I heard."
Yeah.
Right. So don't be afraid of the phone. Y'all be really scared of that phone. Don't be afraid of it. Yeah. Go on down out and talk to it.
And like pretty much with basic paternity testing, I think they got different. They can have paternity testing during when a female is pregnant. I think they can put a needle and pull something from the amniotic. And if I'm saying it wrong, please forgive me. With the amniotic sac, they can do that. I think so far along, I don't know what trimester it is. They can do it from that point. I think maybe draw the blood or do the swab and everything like that. That process, and they can from that point they can match DNA to a 90-something percentile to see if that person is a particular parent. I think they use the mother, baby, and the father to kind of match it. So it's a pretty simple process. I think, like I said, it's a 90.99% rate where they can just say, okay, this is the parent or not, and it's pretty simple. But
Lon Love says if he had a vasectomy, he need his money back.
Now he don't need no dang money back. He need to leave liars alone. That's what he need that.
But to be honest with you, somebody here who does the show here had to say he had a vasectomy, and he still had a baby recently. So I know it could happen.
Did he have a DNA test?
Yeah, he said he did.
Yeah, but I ain't never heard that. I ain't never heard that.
Well, they don't ever tell you there's 100% chance that you can't have a baby. They always say like 99, 98% chance, and we just take it as 100.
Poor fella. That's the damn 2% you don't want to be.
Right, but there's always a percent that it can't happen. It's like the lottery.
Now you gonna let somebody cut on your damn sack and they still didn't get it right. You got your damn. Come on now. Come on now.
I'm just saying. I know. And I know this person ain't had no reason to lie. So, yeah, it still can happen.
Yeah.
The real K-Way say, you still got some soldiers in the pipe. There's still some soldiers in the pipe. That's right, K-Way.
Well, boo, I'll be crying.
Lady Londa said she had a baby on birth control. So, it's never 100%, Boots. I'm telling you, it's never. I know you're thinking about it, but it's never 100%. They never tell you 100%.
Okay, let's say you had a vasectomy, you're on birth control, baby come. Now that's where we at now.
Okay, that's where we at now.
Okay, mandatory. And that's what I'm sitting now looking at because, again, and when I say mandatory, we're talking about single, one-night stand, dating, husband and wife. Everybody. La-di-da-di, everybody. Because I had a conversation with a friend of mine earlier today. She was like, well, why? She came out, why, real quick. Like, hell, you mean, why?
Right.
And she was like, well, what if the man is cool with the baby and all this other kind of stuff? Nothing wrong with it. But, you know, as a person that has went through a divorce, and let me get into this disclaimer, all my mind. but with that, when you go through something like a divorce, you meet a person that you didn't never damn see before. So again, you might feel one way. I ain't saying right or wrong when you're together. Because we've seen a lot of times, you know, she got a child, you take him in and adopt him, and they don't bother the biological father. Y'all split, and then you paying child support on kids you didn't make. And, you know, kind of like, you know, the Looney Tunes cartoons, you know, and the Joker had the big sucker come on their head.
Right.
That's how it is sometimes.
But what about all the fathers who's been going to child support, who's been paying child support on a child that they thought was theirs, only to find out after the child support's up and the years has gone by, and the woman says, "Oh, this wasn't your baby in the first place."
Absolutely, but that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about. So and there are tons of horror stories just like that. And that's what, you know, we want to have a discussion, because far too often I think people get in emotions because, you know, you don't believe in this, that, and that. Anybody damn believe it. Let's just do this. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like when you get into the whole prenup gig. You know, and everything. You don't think we're going to be together now? I mean, things happen. You know what I'm saying? From the words of my man Donald J. Trump, you're not saying it's going to, you know, saying that things are going to end.
Right.
You just recognize that things happen.
Things happen.
You know? Trump said in that book, things happen. And so, you know, and guys, I do want y'all to call in, please, again, because I know a lot of y'all got opinions on this, so feel free to call in again, 678-740-9894 in regards to this subject matter. But I'm going to be honest with you, just share a story. Close family member of mine, just go through this story. I remember, got phone call, maybe a baby coming and everything, and I was like, okay, cool. So I had to intervene and talk to a person, just say, hey, listen, I'm this person's family member. You know, what I would do, because they weren't in a relationship, younger people, they weren't in a relationship. I said, so what we'll do, I said, because there is doubt, and but there is a possibility. I said, you know, do y'all want to, you know, do abortion? It's not a, you know, human rights. I'm just being straight up. Yo, do abortion, you want to have the pregnancy. They said, well, pregnancy. Well, I'm like, okay, y'all understand the cost of a baby. It don't matter. So their response, y'all kind of knew what I was dealing with.
Right.
It don't matter.
Right.
Okay. So I said, we'll go the whole turn, and we'll sit there and go through it. Go through the whole couple months. I get, you know, you get the little text messages. Y'all need to get ready. Y'all need to be ready, and all this other kind of stuff. Right before the baby came, I get a phone call. Young lady about to deliver. What y'all want to do? Y'all want to come down there and see the baby? No, I think I'd rather wait till we get the test done.
Right.
But okay, but you know, if it don't, you know, I just don't want you to miss out on nothing. That's okay. That's okay.
That's okay.
I stuck with my guns.
Okay.
Stuck with my guns. Because again, you know, just in case. Because in my mind, well, I put myself in a situation where you might go down there. Because, you know, it's a very powerful thing when you hold a newborn.
Very.
And,
Very.
Know, it can be your child, your niece, your nephew, whatever. It's a powerful thing because, you know, family. So why put myself in that situation?
Right.
Let's wait.
Why hurt your own feelings?
Why hurt my own feelings? And I told the lady I will wait. So couple days later, baby came. I was asked, "Do you want a picture?" Mm-hmm. I'll wait. Got 5 minutes later, I got a text. I know you said we'll wait, but I'm sending it to you anyway. Cute little baby.
Right.
But I said I'll wait.
Right.
So you know me, I said, okay, look, I'll pay for the paternity test.
Okay.
They said that, well, okay, cool. I ain't paying. I just told them I ain't paying for it. I said I'll pay for it and everything. Go down there, family member, they and all them take the paternity test. Now I got a lot of blowback through this whole process, you know, because especially from females, because I think a lot of females, you know, unjustly, probably got negative reception, you know, from a boyfriend or a friend or something they might have got pregnant by. So I understand.
Right.
I understand the actual sense of denial when you probably know better. But at the end of the day, if you don't know, you don't know. Mm-hmm. So went through the whole process. Like I said, I got a lot of calls, man. Y'all, you should go down there and go. No. Mm-hmm. So took the test. Couple days later, results came back in. 0.00%.
That's his.
That is not the baby.
But it was. So what happened then?
So text the family member of the young lady. Here's the response. Wow, I see why you want to take a blood test. What the?
So it's still your fault.
No, but just the thing, that response was what that response taught me was I don't know. I'm gonna say this. I don't think that those people did not think that the baby wasn't his, but I do feel that those people knew it was a possibility. It what it is. But they were just so, just adamant that it was his, and they was just. But when I said wow ain't no damn embarrassed or shock response. Wow, I see why you wanted to take a test. Yeah, because you aligned. That's
right.
why. That's why.
Right.
And the thing about it, and then my family member get a text a week later from the young lady. Don't judge me. I'm sitting there like, that's the thing about it. When you sit there, don't know. Now, what if we'd have been on some, we got it, I got your back, we go down there bringing Pampers and all that kind of stuff, taking pictures, posting on Facebook.
Right.
Come on now. And I know that little girl probably ain't got a baby by a little thug monster. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Want to pin it on somebody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The better option or whatever. But that's the kind of thing about it. Look how many times that can happen.
Right.
And that was, it was relief that, okay, everything was 0 point whatever. But that's frightening also. Because we could have been receptive to that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And just think about how close that could be. That's a lifelong commitment to something you didn't do.
Right.
And it happens all the damn time. And the only reason why I even brought it up because, like I said, the kids they weren't in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? But I knew it was a possibility, so I'm like, hey, be respectful and everything like that. But we'll go to course. And that was the whole thing about it. Like and I couldn't get it, but that's just talking like these folks really. Like I said, I don't think that they knew it wasn't his. Right. But I think they knew it was it was somebody else too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
There was a possibility between one of the two.
Yeah.
Or 3 to the 4.
Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna contact the better option.
Right. The one who gonna be more responsible for the child.
Yeah.
Who gonna get a job, gonna make sure the child is good.
Yeah. The one that got Ken the Poochie. The Poochie probably got some money to help him. That's what that BS be. You know, but those kind of things.
Dre the Skywalker said that's his cousin now. Won't get a paternity test, but trying to claim a child.
And the dangerous part about that, when you want to do things like that, is that it can go two ways. You can sit here and say that the female would want you to take care of this and stuff like that, but if nothing concrete or it's not positively known, we talking about through testing, they change their mind. Like I said, well, it ain't yours. It's it's Joe's. It's whatever. And you don't sit here and made a relationship, a bond, paid money and stuff like that. And it can be devastating.
Yeah.
It can be devastating. And when people a lot of times snap, it's usually behind kids some money.
Mm-hmm.
It's usually behind kids some money. Now, don't get me wrong. Some guys, they snap.
Right.
Because the girl gone and whatever, she done left me. But a lot of times it's behind kids some money. Because a lot of times people say, okay, well, we ain't working together. I done moved on. Well, me and my kids are going to be gone.
They lined us at child support to make you take one.
Make you take what?
A child. I've been in child support court with a friend of mine, and the guy was like, Judge, that baby, that don't look nothing like me. But instead of him getting a paternity test, of course, he said, that judge, he told Judge that baby don't look nothing like me. Not my friend, but the guy before him. The judge said, well, pay for him till he look like you. Bam.
Well, typically, if you've signed the birth certificate,
right,
that's the problem. But typically, before they put you on child support or something like that, if that ain't because you haven't done that, they'll make you go through the legitimization process. Where it's mandatory they'll do that. And what happens a lot of times.
But I don't think all states make you take a paternity test. Like, I think a lot of times if the mama say this is the daddy, they try to put you on child support regardless if you have paternity test or not. I think that's the case a lot of places.
I think in Georgia, again, if anybody's different in Georgia, like if you sign the birth certificate, then you can do it.
Oh, I think Lady Lionel said they'll make you take a paternity test.
Yeah,
so she said if you don't take one, then they will dismiss the case. So like if you go somewhere with your girl to get a paternity test, go to court for child support, and she don't want to take the paternity test, then they dismiss the case for child support.
Yeah, they'll do that.
Okay, so I'm my bad. Then I'm wrong.
But and if you don't go to court, they'll award. They'll say that you're liable for child support by default if you don't take your test. But with that said, if anybody got any input about the subject, please call in 678-740-9894. But even like just going through that whole process, man, you sitting there like, hey man, I know you love her, I know you like her, and I know you done bought some Pampers, but you need to know. And I'm not a big proponent of sitting there signing no damn birth certificate. If you don't know, if that's your wife, understandable.
Right.
Understandable. But
even that could be shaky. But
yeah, because you remember 11 months prior, you seen Joe from work pop up on her cell phone. While you picked it up, like, what the hell Joe calling you for? Who the hell Joe? I don't know Joe work with you or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or you know what I'm saying?
Pizza Hut show do call.
Yeah, what the hell Pizza Hut calling that about? You know what I'm saying?
Right. They say damn pizza.
I used to see damn Delta supervisor. I see that. I see. Yeah, they calling it late.
Right.
True story. This ain't no lie. It ain't no lie. I know what the hell I seen. So you see that, you don't be knowing. So that was 11 months prior.
Right.
And then Junior come out with green eyes.
And red hair.
Yeah.
And y'all ain't got no, for as far as you know, there's no white folks in our family.
Hey, you sitting there, damn Junior by damn 10, he's 6 feet tall.
And you 5'7", she 5'3".
And you trying to think about your great granddad you heard about that you never seen and stuff like that. All this kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Jordan Skywalker said he glad he was a professional side dude.
Hey, they get hooked up the quickest.
Right.
Because again, most of the time you the better option.
Right. The side dude probably is the best. That's why he the side dude. Not all the time, but sometimes.
Because one thing about it, because again, the night show we're talking about should there be mandatory paternity testing at birth. Again, this is Changing Lives, hosted by yours truly, Deonte Burden. We're streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, and Twitter. The main hub is the Changing Lives YouTube channel where we got over 600 videos covering life, motivation, parenting. Pretty much we're based like a Black fatherhood channel. So I really want you, regardless of what platform that you're following us on, go to Changing Lives, hosted by Deonte Burden on YouTube and subscribe to the channel. So with that said, my personal belief, why I think you should do it, I pretty much look at it, it's a difference of knowing and feeling. It's a difference between knowing and feeling. Okay. Because when you know, you don't have no doubt coming in or whatever.
You're confident.
Because I'm going to tell you. quiet as kept. There's a lot of men wonder,
right,
but never speak on it.
Yeah, yeah.
And as the years go by, it's kind of like, okay, we in it. But there's a lot of men, like I said, they get in their little circles with friends and everybody saying, you know, your buddy tell you his wife cheated, and you say, okay, this, that happened, and all that kind of stuff y'all sharing secrets. Man, I don't know. That come out. But it's a lot of men, a lot more than people know. So that's the thing about just knowing. And to the point we just speaking earlier, it's just like, you know, just say somebody is with somebody, they've taken a child on or whatever. Things change. Like I said, I went through a divorce. You ain't got to be married. Y'all can just be a relationship. Things happen. You just took the role on or whatever of doing it because you want, you know, you're being responsible or whatever. Yada yada yada. And all of a sudden she started getting funky. And everything like that, and feelings changed, and the course, and then it come up. Well, you know, my friend from the army, they used to come in town, everything, all this other stuff. You know, real talk, like this shit
I get
happened.
what you're saying. I know it happened. You preach to the choir.
Yeah, so you sit there, and you see these kind of things happen. Now you in your mind, now you got all kind of stuff in your head. And so what we want to sit there and do is just kind of alleviate that. You know, just know it legitimately. Like, this ain't disputable or whatever. The issue come up with this is, like, you know, saying that you got to take the human aspect of it. Because, again, you know, I do think the problem happens a lot of times is, just say if that is your current partner, girlfriend, wife, or y'all just have some kind of, y'all former couple, y'all just have a relationship being parents. You go down that road later on, you been saying that shit, it changed stuff. It changed stuff. You find out it is yours, they gonna feel some type of way.
Right.
You find out it ain't yours, it's total damn chaos. And I'm just saying, I don't know if it's a good way about that, especially if you still with them. Like, it's just, it ain't the same.
Right.
It ain't the same. You know what I'm saying? Because again, and so many times you see them brothers on them damn paternity shows, like, and I understand what they saying. They like, shit, hey, you know, I just wanted to know. I just wanted to know. Not, you know, don't mean they ain't love the kid and all that stuff, but it's still something in their mind. And my whole thing is, you know, shit, let's get out of that. So from my perspective is, let's take that aspect out of it. Just knock it out from the beginning.
Okay.
Let's knock it out from the beginning. So when I was talking to a friend of mine earlier, why are you going to put all these other costs? Okay, so let's talk costs for a second, right? So you start looking at just a regular delivery. The regular delivery, and I'm looking, these are national averages, guys. They did my research and everything. A vaginal delivery is around by $18,000, on average is $18,865. Out of pocket expenses usually with insurance, usually like $26.55.
Okay.
Right? So usually if you got insurance, you're gonna pay about $2,600. C-section is $26,280. This is national average. You're gonna come out about $3,214, right? With insurance. I say this to say we're talking about adding an additional cost of probably $300 to $500 to all that, which is gonna be nominal.
Right.
So you're not really wasting money.
Right.
Because you start looking at, you know, anybody that's been through a childbirth, you know, they charging for Band-Aids, zippers, all kinds of things.
Pain,
every damn cup of water they charging for you, right?
Right.
So if they charging all these thousands of damn dollars, 18 grand, 18 for a vaginal delivery, 26 for a C-section, what the hell $200 to $500 damn dollars add to it is?
Right.
Huh?
Right. To be sure.
That could have a greater impact than any one of those bills.
For peace of mind.
Absolutely.
$500 peace of mind.
Absolutely.
Right.
And then you turn around and look at the additional, what we talk about. Just say if you have to go through y'all bump heads, you want to sit here and find out, now you're talking about your court costs. You can go thousands of dollars. You know what I'm saying? You straight now, you want to pay this $200 to $500 fee for that. You might go through that legitimization process when you go anywhere from a couple hundred to a couple thousand of dollars. Especially get an attorney involved, which I probably recommend because, again, far too often we look at the damn people's court and we think we're damn attorneys.
Right.
I'm telling you, man.
Right.
You know, them judges eat your ass up. You take your ass to paternity court, talking about, you know, with your bag of damn receipts and shit. Those are gifts.
Right.
They eat your ass up.
Right.
Because people want to sit here and say, I can't afford a lawyer. I get it. You can't afford not to have a lawyer.
Right.
You really can't.
Right.
You really can't, and they'll eat your ass up.
Uh-huh.
We talking about $90,000 added to it and stuff like that. And again, these costs can be alleviated without it. And then, the big elephant in the room, 18 years of child support in addition to the other damn fees set up into it with college, and you just being a lifelong parent to this person. Come on now.
Right.
And
but
you
if it's mandatory when the baby is born and it's mandatory, that's a cost you probably won't see, like the C-section. C-section is a cost. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Delivery?
No. Circumcision.
Circumcision.
Like when the circumcision is done, you don't see that cost, but that's an extra cost on top of the delivery cost. So if it's all added into the bill anyway, you're not going to itemize the bill and go down and say, man, they charged me $300 for a paternity test. It's already in there. It's already within the price of the delivery.
Your baby can have jaundice. They got to put it on the UV lights. Your baby got respiratory thing. They got to put it on the machine. These just regular costs that have to be associated with regular childbirth, right?
Right.
All this other kind of stuff. Just take care of it. It's a very nominal fee with doing it. And if it's mandatory, we've taken out the human aspect of what? Feelings.
Right.
Now you ain't got to worry about offending nobody or why the hell you want to know now. You're thinking all that kind of stuff. We're taking that out because it's mandatory. I had one young lady that said, when I went to the comments, if I missed anything, I apologize. One young lady said no. And the brother responded quickly, why not? There was no response. Now, I can understand, like what I said, people, if you've been with a person, they can say, like, well, you feel like you're online, you don't think this is and everything like that. I get it. For whatever reason. Sometimes somebody might just want to just escape responsibilities. Because, again, depending on how the situation was. Now, it can be, I agree, it can be insulting if that's your girlfriend or your wife and whatever, this, that, and that. Or even if y'all still together, y'all split. I can understand how they can offend somebody. Totally get it. But at the end of the day, we still want to be sure.
But I guess my question is, like you say, you take the feelings out of it. If it's a part of the process where you can't say no if it's your wife or not, you can't. It's just a part of the process.
No feelings.
You get what I'm saying? Like the baby born, okay, the baby born, we need to get the paternity test because it's part of the birth process. You get what I'm saying? Then there's no, that's my husband. What you trying to say? There's none of that because this is what needs to happen when you deliver this baby. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
This is a part of it. It's not because we think you this or we think he that. It's just a part of the process.
You look at it, man. When you start talking about, just say if you go through that process, just say, look, I want to get, now we got to go through it, and we done bump heads and we go legitimize. Now you're at the mercy of the courts, and then you got to go through all this whole process of now you got to sit here, you've been one way for a certain amount of time, and you got used to it. Now you got to go through, get legitimized, and now we got a parenting plan and all this other kind of stuff set up, which I don't think is wrong, because you want structure to the relationship. But now the whole dynamic can change.
Right.
But it's different if you are to start off like that. That makes sense. And I think sometimes people don't want to, just don't want to address the truth. You knew.
Right.
You knew. And everything until sometimes something obvious come in, like that old family members, folks joking, you start hearing things like that. She stays some side to you, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
she get mad. Now it started to be a problem and stuff like that. But you done got what? A bond attachment to the child. Was old crime boss song, Phil. Phil said he came back later, he met Phil and Betty. Oh, this is back when the 90s, 8 Ball and Crime Boss.
I remember.
Phil came back, said he came crying, said he want to see his son.
I don't remember that.
Hey, man, Phil came back, man. She put it, he put the baby on it. He came back and, I forgot the guy name, that was taking care of the baby. He said, hey, man, he came back, hey, man, I want to see my son crying. The girl knew, Betty was sitting there, man. Y'all check out that Crime Boss, Phil. I think that's the song, Phil. And man, hey, listen, I think it was the Click or Phil, but it was a Crime Boss song. The guy came back years later, say, hey man, that's my son, man. And you done sat here and did it. Took care of everything. Right.
That's been my son the whole time.
And I done seen this movie plenty of times before.
Lion Lady Love says a man knows when a woman is pregnant by him. Do you think that's true?
Hell no.
Well, they could feel that.
I don't know.
I don't know if we. I don't think we know.
A man knows when there's a possibility he got her pregnant.
Right. Right.
That's about as far as
possibility that could be. Yeah. But not if it's him.
That's about it. A man knows if it's a possibility.
Okay.
That's all a man knows.
Okay.
If there's a possibility.
Right.
If he got her pregnant.
That's about it.
Yeah.
Other than that,
man, do you remember when Kobe came up on that rape charge? And they was testing that girl. She had semen from that early that day in 2 or 3 days. She had all kind of different guys semen up in her.
Jeez.
You remember that?
No, I don't.
You remember that? And that was just the thing, because remember the girl just backed out of it. And they had to drop the charges on Kobe. So when when Kobe had that dream team of lawyers, they started pulling out semen from that day and 2 days and all that stuff out that girl.
I don't remember it.
You only know it as a possibility. That's about it, man. You remember Kobe was on a rape charge, right?
I remember that, yeah.
Man, they started pulling all this stuff out of her from everybody and everything.
I don't remember what the part about her. I know that it got dropped, but I don't remember why it got
dropped. She had to go to the court of public opinion. They pulling out stuff from everything, everywhere from her. You know what I'm saying? Last week, that day before, I didn't know they dig that deep.
When you got the right attorneys, they dig that deep.
Yeah, no.
Right.
Yeah, excuse me again, yo.
That's what happened when you mess with a millionaire. My question is, how they tell the difference between what's semen with what's semen? My question is all mixed in there together, ain't it?
Hey, man, hey, scientists, I guess they privy to that information. But to that point, just knowing, hell no. Men just know if it's a possibility. Now, we can argue and try to deny that possibility all we want. But we know it's a possibility.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even when I had that conversation with the family, I said, is it possible? Once I heard the yes, sir, don't disrespect the young lady. We're going to go through the process. That was my thing. Because the only thing I needed to hear was possibility. From that point, I ain't finna get into, no, it ain't this, that, and that, no, that kind of stuff. I wasn't finna get into that.
Shout out to your mama.
Hey, what's up, mama? Shout out to Glenda Levitt as well. And I like Scotch. Hey, shout out to my boy Lab last week. Guys, we was on Mr. Short Dollar. Your boy was T.I. Reid. I about to lay down on this damn couch and do the show. I was tired. Tax season been pretty good to a brother.
Right.
And Lab was carrying me because I was hurting last Thursday.
You was having a hard time last week.
I was tired. I'm forgetting what the hell I'm talking about. I forgot the damn show and everything. But, Lab, I appreciate that, brother.
No problem.
But, yeah, no, I don't think men know nothing.
I don't believe they do.
No, and I don't think any human knows. I think we just suspect, hope, and again, we can hope. What's the things a certain way. You can go in that old school stuff. You feed him long enough, he'll look like you.
Right.
All that kind of stuff.
Let me ask a question though. Do you think paternity tests and all that stuff can be let go if the woman, or if not, because woman's the one who get pregnant. If she's, I don't want to blame everything on women, but if she's just honest about it, it could be yours, but it also could be his. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but it still don't fix our
problem.
problem.
Instead of just saying this guy right here got a good job, it's his. You get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but that still don't fix our problem.
I might mess with, the street nigga I like a lot. But he ain't responsible. But this nigga right here responsible.
Yeah. The golden goose. But at the end of the day, it still don't fix our problem. Our problem is still we have to make sure we know.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing about it.
Right.
If she being honest and she'll say, it's a possibility because, I've seen out on the maternity because the lady's like, yeah, it is a possibility. And everything and stuff like that. And the sad part about some of them sit there and say it's a possibility and they still gonna put a damn dude on child support.
Right.
No, it's a possibility of somebody else.
Right.
And these dumbass men didn't go to the court proceedings and got stuff put on them by default. You know what I'm saying? Have went 10, 15, 20 years of not knowing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, how in the hell do you do that? You know what I'm saying? Listen, ask Kanye. Now, ask Michael Jackson. All them damn white kids. Blanket them and all that. I got all them white kids. Ain't none of them black.
Dread Skywalker said that's women's basic mentality. That's why we have to have a paternity test that they want to have sex with Jerome, but let Trevor take care of it.
Well, I mean, to that point, we can blame the women, but yeah, if you ain't stupid, you ain't stupid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's how it is. Just, I don't know, that's a woman thing,
Right.
You might have like, that could be a man thing. We ain't gonna start with no baby, but, well, she's fun. But, man, ain't too much I can do with her,
Right.
She's perfect for doggy style, but I can't do nothing else with her. You know what I'm saying? Like, all that and everything, so all that other stuff just whatever, you know what I'm saying? And, but in all seriousness, it's just really a matter of just knowing. You know what I'm saying? I just think that's just human. We start looking at, whatever, you start chopping out there, because we talk about the female has probably an advantage, not advantage, but more so have more of a decision-making process with the baby stuff. Being with men, we sit here and look at, well, hey, there are things we choose in this female, we go through this process elimination. Why we want to keep this, why we think this is more stable, whatever, however it be. So it's just, again, this is something that can affect everybody long term because you don't know. And that's the thing about it. But like I say again, once you go there and it's not mandatory, you come in 5, 10, 15 years later, hell, a year later, and you sitting there and start talking about your damn doubt, you ain't said a damn thing through the process.
Right.
And you've been saying that because you hoping, you wishing, you just hoping, I don't know, people had, I don't know how the hell how an infant look like you. You know what I'm saying? Look just like such and
He
such.
got your eyes.
Yeah,
he got your
baby
eyes.
face all squished the hell up.
And look how the shape of his mouth.
Yeah.
That's the first thing they say on the maternity court shows. Look at his eyes. Look at his eyes and the structure of his nose and his jawline. He look just like him. And I'm looking at the guy on the camera like, nah. He looks nothing like him, but
But it can look just like the guy. But it definitely look like his real dad that we don't see.
Him and his real dad looking like.
He look like you.
Right.
Hell, there's a lot of damn people walking around the street. Hell, I probably look like. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we say like, yeah, look, no. But we got, and that's what I'm saying. We need to kind of move towards that. Ladies, nobody want to call in and kind of give input. This sounds just like that show we did about should a man live with a woman?
Right.
Women are all crickets. Now listen, ladies, if you had a situation like that, well, you knew it was the guy and y'all been, copacetic for a minute, and then all of a sudden he went left, call in. Let's talk about the situation where, this fool just came out with us. Well, I will say he a fool because he got mad.
Right.
But he came in later and said, hey, listen, I know this ain't mine. I know this, that, and that. Call us, guy. Let's talk about it. 678-740-9894 and everything. You can get, like I said, get your code words and code name and everything.
Or if you know it's not his and he paying child support, call on in. 678-740-9894. I mean, 9894. You don't even have to say your name. You can just say, caller 1. Caller 2.
Some of them here, they got the dude on child support and the real daddy still be getting follow-up.
Right. The real dad still be calling, how my child doing? Oh, he's doing great.
Oh, boy taking care of me, everything right? Okay, cool. It's cool. And never get bothered.
Right.
And never get bothered. It's something, ain't it, man?
It's something.
Yeah. Lord have mercy.
He taking care of my child like he's supposed to.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Giving him money, he making sure he go to college and everything, getting some.
Laugh.
Man.
Imagine that though.
Right.
Imagine
You think you look like him? Okay, good. You doing your job then.
But I couldn't even imagine being in a situation like that where I've grown this attachment and bond to this child to find out later it ain't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I guess in my mind I probably want to get all that stuff taken care of way before then. But again, but like I said, I understand the whole. Once you go there,
right,
you ain't finna deal with the same woman.
Nah.
You ain't finna deal with that same woman.
No,
because again, you're, again, I understand the response with that, so I can see the hesitancy for doing that. You know what I'm saying? And so I get it. But that's why I say let's take the human aspect out of it. Let's take the human aspect out of it. And I don't know. It's not an original idea. Like I said, and this whole subject is getting momentum nationwide. Definitely over the past year. I don't understand it. I don't understand what the blowback is. I don't understand because it's not going to cost that much more.
Yeah, I don't understand either. If it's just part of the process, what difference does it make? The bill gonna be the bill anyway. Like you said, insurance gonna pay for most of it. You got your copay, of course. You gonna pay your copay, whatever your insurance copay is, but it's all within the bill.
What? But the copay, even the insurance is not gonna be that. Quit talking about something that's still just a couple $100. So the insurance is not going to be impacted, maybe a couple cents. You know what I'm saying? Like the grand scheme of things. Like I'm just saying for whatever you would be paying.
Yeah, I think the blowback mostly, for us, for men, we want to think that we mesmerize this woman enough so she ain't gonna cheat on us. For women, it's probably, and I'm just speaking because we don't have no women calling. For women, it's probably just thinking that they don't cheat. I mean, I don't know. I don't see a reason why it would be a no to this.
Okay, just to that point, just say you don't cheat. All right? Again, this is Change Your Lives, hosted by your truly Deonte Burden. Tonight's show, we're talking about should there be mandatory paternity testing. Okay, so let's take the whole feelings out. What are the benefits of just even having paternity testing? You get number one, find out, who the exact parent is. And the other thing you kind of look at, you can find out just certain medical and birth defects and certain history and things like that can be found out. Also, you can find out just say, from a legal standpoint, people pass, if they have heirs or things like that. If the person is do like Social Security, inheritance, insurance, things like that, you can have that set in place. What's going on? What got you jumping?
Punky Shell said you won't have to worry about that if you I'm sorry, I forgot how I can't see her last name. I'm sorry, Shell. Punky Shell said you won't have to worry about that if you don't F them.
God dog.
You're right. Right.
Well, we're gonna go to reality.
Right.
If you don't do that, well, that's the thing about it. Because again, I want to say this: things can be, how can I put it? I think far too often we look at it like things are bad. Like that was just like a one night stand.
Right.
Y'all ran across. You could be with that person, and we know things change. How many people was married to somebody, and you went to that divorce? You're like, who the hell is this person?
Right.
And now you sitting there getting all this blowback and all this other kind of stuff. You find about other people and all this other kind of stuff, just whatever. And you're like, I didn't know this, I don't know that. So now doubt then came into your head. So it's not always an issue of, I ran across this person, stuff happened. It can be a number of different ways. But that's why I say it. I think the aspect of it is when we got a human aspect, because you get to question somebody, like they gonna feel some type of way.
Right.
That's just it. You deny you with me, this, that, and that, and all that kind of stuff. No, whatever. But things happen.
Things happen.
You know what I'm saying? I might have been messing with you, and we were messing around, but you did mess with him.
Right.
Plural, singular. Plural, singular.
Right.
Consistent, happy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's the thing about it. And that's why we want to take that out of it. Just say again, just that is part of the process. We're doing it. And thanks, Punky Shell. That was a great idea. But I don't think they're going to really just, again, you don't touch them. It could be your girl, your wife, anybody.
Yeah. If I'm in a relationship, she naked in front of me, I'm going to touch her. Slick say if you 10 to 15 years and if 10 to 15 years old and you don't know if the kid is yours, do you think the kid wants to know the dad?
Damn what the kid want to know. I need to get my sanity together first.
So say that
look at and just for that question, look at the impact that you done bonded with this child and all this other kind of stuff. Because again, it can be your hesitancy, it can be what's been told to you or whatever. Because that's why I say I don't want to get into the narrative of everything just one way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The things happen. Like, damn, I ain't know that was going on. I ain't know that happened or whatever. And this happens. This happens far too often.
Right.
Because and like I said, people will tell you a story, but they don't necessarily tell you the story.
The story.
And most times, the people that know the story be maybe your close family members or your friends and stuff like that. You know, be like, where is that coming from? But then the whole stuff, the dirty stuff, usually people that's close to a person will find that out. If they had that affair, they'll mess around. If they were dealing with this person or another person that popped up, usually maybe like that be a few times for doing it. If it's something like nobody damn knows and this person been promiscuous and stuff like that, that's different. But a lot of times, people may just kind of confine certain things into a small circle of people, and then situations happen. That's when they come up. So that's why I say I don't want to look at it like from the perspective of we break up and I'm mad and I'm going to deny my child. That happens.
Right.
That happens. We want to get over that. But a lot of times it happens where a person didn't damn know, and for whatever damn reason they didn't do it. And again, realistically, we can say you should have did that from the get-go. You should have did that and all that. I can understand why a person wouldn't. Not making it right.
Right.
But like, look, man, so if you sit there, you've been with this woman, and you care about her, but you got an idea, she will make your life a living damn hell. If you have one inkling of, I don't know if mine or not. For real though, for real. Somebody say something?
Let me go back real quick. Yeah. Okay. We gonna keep on the topic. Since Dred Skywalker said that he heard that this girl in Alabama fell in love with her brother, which she didn't know was her brother. I don't know how she would know because that would be up to the parents to get the paternity test and tell them that they were their brother like this. I don't know.
The damn baby come with the damn head hanging sideways.
Because that blood too rich.
Amy.
That blood too rich. Cause
That damn crossbreed baby come out. That's how the hell you know he's your damn brother. Shit. Shit.
What's that movie?
You know, I'm from West Virginia. All the damn folks. Yeah, all that damn crossbreeding.
Allegedly.
Yeah. Shit, that's how you know how that goes.
Right.
But again, man,
I just don't think it should be a problem with a mandatory paternity test at birth. I don't see an issue with it. I don't see an issue. But you speaking about somebody, all his kids are his. I'm sure all my kids are mine, but I'm just saying, like, I don't see a problem with it. Even when I had children way back when, if it was mandatory, it was mandatory. If it was a part of the birthing process, it's part of the process.
Well, I'm just saying that for it to be a situation, and we said that I can say with a shout out all my kids mine. But scientifically, do I know?
Right.
No.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, well, they all damn grown now, so it don't damn matter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? With the baby,
18 years is up.
Yeah.
My youngest is 30. 18 years is up.
But again, we're not trying to sit and say that, hey, listen, with you're trying to, deny somebody or whatever and stuff like that. But if you make it an initial part of the process, small nominal cost, what's the problem?
Right.
What's the problem?
I'm with you.
And I don't see nothing wrong with it. For everybody across the board, I don't even think it's something you should even deny. Because again, for scientific reasons, you sit here and say, we can find out early detection of certain things or whatever, lupus, certain other hereditary diseases and stuff like that. Maybe you find that kind of stuff, what's traits, good stuff. We can pull that instead of just waiting. But it's a touchy subject,
right?
And I think the more you damn avoid it, it can become touchier.
Right, and I can't, as a person who doesn't know his father, I tell y'all this all the time. I ain't shy. I like to know, how I get so fly. I'm assuming it's from his side, 'cause my mom ain't as fly as me. So I think I would like to know that I get this fly from him. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, all that kind of stuff. I just throw some stuff in there. Lady Lila said that all her kids are her husbands. So.
Hey man,
but do we know scientifically?
Yeah, we know scientifically. Did you get the paper that say 99.9%? Did you get that paper? Did you get that paper? Man. Hey man, I think it's something that hopefully that they can move towards in the future,
Mm-hmm.
and everything and doing it. But I want to have that great discussion with you guys tonight, and I wish some of you ladies would have called in to discuss it and everything like that, because I do think it's a much needed conversation, and it's been a lot of blowback from a lot of females and a lot of women's groups. And I know a lot of brothers be like, "Nah, I don't need to do that or whatever."
Slick, how you think that'll make the crime rate go up? I don't think that'll make the crime rate go up if it's a mandatory paternity test. Do you?
Well, since that'll be make the crime rate go up.
I don't think so.
Yeah, you shit murder.
You think so?
Hell yeah, I done did something 15, 20 damn years, and I find out what it ain't.
But it's mandatory at the beginning before you put the 15 years in.
Hey, the crime investigating rate go up, shit.
I'm just saying, like, it's at the beginning. There's no problem now. I mean, we did our due. Now you pregnant. Okay, part of the birth is getting the paternity test. We already know this.
Hell, we can find that out in the early trimesters. All that kind of stuff. Hey, we can find that out then before we even do the gender reveal. Before we do the gender reveal, we can do that.
But I'm just saying, though, like, I just don't know how it would make a problem. I just don't know how it would make the crime rate go up and all that. I mean, we found out at the beginning. Now, if you 15 years in, you talking about like you've been in a relationship with this person for 15 years?
Yeah, you might snap.
Oh, okay. That's different.
But even still, I
don't think it's gonna be no different crime rate than you find out she cheating in the first place or he cheating in the first place anyway. So,
see, that's the thing about it, man. That's some cheating you can't even damn deny. That's one of the ones, and it might not be even just cheating. It's just, again, maybe it's something casual, maybe it's been friends or whatever. Like I said, you might got plural. You consistently with this person, but they just had an encounter, and things happen all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It happens all the time, you know. But we're taking that whole conversation out of the mix. Well, you ain't got to argue. We're gonna find out.
Right.
Because you see when that judge come with that folder, hey, we're finna find out. She go in that folder and read the results.
Right.
But we just take that out the mix then and stuff like that. This not even. I didn't even want to have a discussion to be sit here and throw nobody on the bus and say, well, women lie, men lie. I ain't want to have a discussion, but I do think it stops so much BS from happening, because we do have a problem of just say deadbeat parents. We also have a problem of a lot of people that have been negatively impacted by the child support system. Now again, your responsibility, but you need to be sure. You need to be damn sure.
Right.
That's your responsibility.
Right.
I mean, shit, if you ain't doing it, whatever, this, that, and that, yeah, that's on your ass. But if you don't damn know, you need to damn find out. And if you...
Yeah, Lady Lionel say you got to take care of your business. It's your loss if you don't take care of your business.
But that's the thing about it. Right. There is no definite way to take care of your business. There is no way. You're reactive to whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you make a certain accusation or say something. Frog Smith said, use protection. You can use protection, but again, that's the thing about it. Just say we're talking about, this can be your wife.
Right.
This can be your girlfriend.
Right.
You
for
use
years.
it. Right. That's what I'm saying. You using it.
Right.
And at the end of the day, let's just keep it real. Again, you're consistently with them, but they just had that encounter. Things happen. And again, let's stop. I don't want to make a cheating and non-cheating. Birth defects, other kind of things, all that kind of stuff. We can just nip that stuff in the bud. It's mandatory. They get a C-section, they get a respiratory treatment, they got a paternity test. Out the way before they leave the hospital.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All that stuff done before you get Social Security number. Okay. All this stuff just basic procedure. Get it done. It's not about blame, shifting stuff and everything like that. Just normal procedures. Okay. It doesn't cost that much. Why not do it? Why not do it? But by not doing it and not being sure, look what all can happen. Because again, like I said, if you got some people out here acting irresponsible and doing certain things to put themselves in a situation, absolutely. We've all had moments where you say, man, I should have made a better decision with that.
Right.
Get it? Because again, but that's not, that's not what I really want to get into about it, because that can be from the female, that can be from the male. Wrap it up, watch who you're doing with, and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Right. You could really be, stuff happens.
It's all the time.
Stuff happens.
All the time.
And like I say again, you can be, just things happen.
When you go to when the the child goes to the doctor and they ask, do you have any history of this, history of that, history of this, history of that? It's good to know if that history runs in your family.
You know, like, I don't know no history. I don't
Right.
know, you know. But that's the thing about it. And you sitting there saying that, hey, I believe this Sunday. Before I forget, I remember I looked at a Johnny Taylor documentary. You know, you guys know Deonte Taylor, the blues singer.
Right, right.
And upon his death, he had 4 children. I think that 4 children. I think three was by his wife, and 1 was previously. He had a junior that was previous marriage, right? And he went out his way. All 4 of his children had a relationship. Mm-hmm. Now the oldest boy knew about 3 outside kids that he had. Mm-hmm. So upon his death, all the outside kids came up. The other kids didn't know about it. The junior, he knew about it, because he was his dad, his oldest, whatever.
Right.
What happened, long story short, they went through all this court battles and all this other kind of stuff with the for his inheritance when he passed, right? Because he died without a will. Check this out. When they went through to do the DNA testing to confirm that he was his heirs, one of his damn kids by his wife wasn't his.
One is
One of his damn kids by his wife
wasn't his.
Wasn't his.
Okay.
Bet you wish you spent them damn last $2 or something there.
Last $2.
And you know what? Like, he might have known that, might have didn't know,
right,
or whatever, and everything like that. That might have been one of family secrets or whatever, however it was. Mm-hmm. But that's one of them can of worms. Like, okay, stick your hand in there. Now we got to find all this stuff out.
Right.
But let's avoid those.
Okay.
Now again, if you sit there and say, okay, cool, I've acknowledged, I know it ain't mine. Mm-hmm. I know it ain't. Something happened. We still together. Cool. Sign the birth certificate. It's copacetic.
Move forward.
Everybody good. It ain't nobody sitting there tripping or whatever or anything like that. Cool, we grown. Cause that's nothing uncommon. Mm-hmm. Guys, like, I'm with this woman. I know it ain't mine. I'm stepping to the plate. Cool. Mm-hmm. But if you with her and everything like that or whatever, cool. Now again, if you just in a relationship, that's not necessary. But if you, sign the damn birth certificate, that still need to be documented. Mm-hmm. Documented. You sign that birth certificate, all that stuff out the window then. You know what I'm saying? It's just that it is. But I think that stuff still should be crossed. Have a conversation. Have that conversation, get it done. And again, man, I think it'll be a whole lot less stress, a whole lot less feelings hurt, a whole lot of emotional stuff, because what it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing about it. Because once I know what decision I make, I just got to live with it.
Right.
But when I don't know, you sit there throwing it up later, why didn't you find out? Again, like I said, that human aspect is a mother.
That's true.
Because you ain't come to no woman, you've been kicking it with her and say, hey, can I? No, you can't.
Right.
You can't. And so I just really want, just push that conversation out. And I appreciate everybody tuning in and everything. What's up, D-Long? What's up, man, DL? My boy Daryl Long. What's going on? Appreciate you tuning in. What's up, Sexy Red Bone? Legally, he's the father. Yeah, legally, he's the father. Once you sign that paperwork, that's it. That's it from that point.
Right.
You've done it and everything like that. And again, you can take the test to confirm and find out it's not yours. But if you choose to do it, you choose to do it. But you knew.
Right.
You knew. You're not damn knowing. You go Mr. Happy-Go-Lucky, and you sitting there looking like, damn, man, you look just like your brother's best friend. I mean, everything. As the years go by, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
More and more and more. Everybody at the barbecue laughing at you and stuff like that and everything.
Right.
The little boy, he gravitating over there to, Uncle such and such and everything. And I'm joking, but I'm being serious.
I get it.
At the same time. So, again, guys, I just want, I want to have that conversation with everybody tonight to kind of, get everybody feel for it and stuff like that. I appreciate everybody tuning in. But anybody want to call in and add to the conversation? 678-740-9894.
They scared that phone.
Oh, man.
They
Shit.
scared that phone.
I just knew it would be lit with people calling in tonight.
They scared that phone, folks.
You ain't got to be scared of the phone. Like I said, you can just say, hell, I'm Roger Rabbit. We ain't trying to figure out who the hell you are. This phone ain't got call ID. I can tell you this phone ain't got call ID, just show numbers.
Yeah, Layline Love. Slick is a woman, and that is Slick is part of, this is Deonte. This is Poochie, not Slick. Just want to clear that. She asked, did you listen to Willie Clayton? But she said Slick, and Slick is a woman. All day, every day. We got to put Slick on camera so everybody know who Slick is. One time for the one time.
I miss Reed down here.
Right.
We were going to down here for the summer. For the summer call, I need to get you back down here. Come on home.
Right.
But man, I thought it was a great conversation. You know what I'm saying, in regards to it and everything. Again, we discussed tonight. Should there be a mandatory paternity testing at birth? And guys, like even later on, if you want to leave your comments, feel free to leave your comments. Go to the Mr. Short. I'm not God. Go to Change the Line, hosted by your truly Deonte Burden. That's my YouTube channel. You can go to YouTube and put in Deonte Burden. The page will pop up. You'll see the show and everything like that. Leave your comments you want to add to it later. Something run across your mind later on. Or if you came in during the middle of this show and you want to see what we talked about at the beginning, go to Change the Line, hosted by yours truly, Deonte Burden. Again, put Deonte Burden in the search at YouTube. The channel will come up. You'll see the video. And you want to see the whole video in its entirety, go there and stuff like that. But again, I appreciate everybody tuned in to add to the conversation. It was a great conversation with that. Pooch, yep, Pooch. Pooch it with a Y, not an I-E. Masculine. P-O-C-H-Y. It's masculine. I-E is a female.
I-E is a female.
Yeah,
okay.
The Y is masculine.
Lab don't want to be on camera because Lab will break the internet. I'm trying to make sure we keep the stream going.
Yeah. Hey, listen. Real quick, though, before we cancel it, I do want to let everybody know I announced it. Today was my last day as a treasurer for 100 Black Men South Metro.
I'm going to ask you about
my 2-year term ended.
Oh, so that's just a term length.
Yeah, my term. I'm still in the chapter.
Oh, okay. I thought you were quitting it.
No. My chapter, my term is treasurer.
That's right.
I was a treasurer for 100 Black Men South Metro. It was a great 2 years. I learned a lot, met a lot of great people. But my term is up and stuff like that, and I know I left the chapter in a much better place than when I took over and stuff like that. But now I'm still gonna be going to the schools, dealing with the kids, and mentoring and everything like that.
Okay. I thought you were leaving it.
Now I'm gonna be very real, man. Since my divorce, I have not had poochie time.
Okay.
Like just dealing with me. So now for at least a year, I won't be in any kind of leadership position. So before anybody call, like it ain't no president this, board member that. I gotta do poochie for a year.
Right.
Because I done did pretty damn good juggling everybody else stuff with mine.
Right.
And I figure, okay, let me be 100% poochie.
It's my turn.
For a whole year.
And you need that time. You need to discover who you are as a person.
Well, you know, when it was brought to me to take it, it was sold to me that it wasn't gonna be as challenging what it was, and it was a lot more challenging than I thought. But like I said again, I learned a lot. I had no regrets and everything. My mentors, the older brothers, the OGs that took me, they gave me game. I met a lot of brothers nationwide with the 100. We're an awesome organization. We do a lot of great work in the community. So I keep lighting the cigar because it's drying out on me.
It's drying out.
Yeah, it's drying out on me. That's why it just dried out. This one, I ain't having it in the humidor. But I do appreciate all the love and support I got. But yeah, my term just ended officially today. They changed leadership with that and stuff like that. So it was cool. It was cool 2-year run. Learned a lot and everything like that. Makes a lot of great connections. That was one of my first times there. I was budget and finance chairman for USA Track and Field. And but it was a good experience, especially being able to impact young black men on a national level. Whatever they're doing. So I appreciate that opportunity for doing that and stuff like that.
One quick question from Slick. She said, real fast, about the dude that got 7 babies by 7 baby mamas. You think he should get paternity tests on all of them? Well,
to be honest with you, I'm pretty sure all that stuff didn't happen.
You think so?
Yeah, especially like them courts get involved, they're gonna do it then.
Okay.
And everything. I'm not the person to sit here and trip about the guys with 10, 15, 20. The brother with the 20-son kids that's on the Iana, that's my nephew's. That's a kid to my nephew.
Oh, okay.
And he's a cool brother. I met him. You know what I'm saying, and everything like that. But if he's slanging it and they taking it, who am I?
My God.
Who am I?
So if he's throwing and they catch it.
Yeah, he's throwing and they catch it. He's slanging that reel and them fish biting. Who the hell am I? And I can be honest with you, I seen them with several kids and they were daddy. They seem cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you ain't gonna make everybody happy with doing that, but he seemed like a pretty damn cool brother to me when I met him. We get opposition or whatever because the way I handle it, I might just be strung the hell out raising my 4 kids. If he can do 20 and everybody cool, people go get upset, but I don't get into that.
That ain't your business.
Ain't none of my damn business. Like I said, he seemed like a pretty damn cool brother. Well, when I met him, to be honest with you, so I never get into that. You know, that's too many kids, this, that, and that. You know, because again, man, we go back 2 or 3 damn generations. You know, Papa was just slanging them. 12 in this house, and he got 12 more down the road.
Down the street.
You know what I'm saying? And everybody function. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really get into that too tough, but we're in a different day and age where the legal system is involved. The legal system is involved. And also, like, the way you handle your kids and raise your kids, and from a moral standpoint, things still the same. But legally, things are totally different. And even the accessibility to information has changed. So take advantage of it. Take advantage of it. You ain't tripping on nobody. Things happen. You know, so if you can sit there and put yourself in a position where, look, I know what's going on and I know what's happening, just take advantage of it. Okay? So again, guys, if you came in late to the show, go to Change the Line, hosted by yours truly, Deonte Burden on YouTube. Again, put in Deonte Burden the search on YouTube. You'll see the show pop up and everything. Check out the show in its entirety. But again, I want to tell you from the bottom of my heart, I love you guys and I appreciate all the love and support you guys have given me for the show. What we in, lab? What, 5, 6, 7
years? Yeah, we're in the 5th year.
Yeah, 5th year. Man, we've been putting in work. So definitely check it out. And also check out all my family at Misfits Radio, Misfits TV. Subscribe to the YouTube channel there and check out all the videos from the comedy, the church, the music channels and everything like that. The different channels, shows rather, that everybody have going every day of the week. So we got a lot of great information there on the Misfits Radio, Misfits TV. Just Google it, put it in the search in YouTube. You'll see everything pop up. But again, man, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Be back with Mr. Short Dollar next week. Love you guys. Appreciate a lot of love and support. Talk with you soon.